Hi everyone, so for today's lesson we're going to keep talking about fractions, and today I'm going to show you how to write a fraction using numbers, and we're going to be using a numerator and denominator for our fractions, and I'm going to teach you more about that in just a second. Now go grab 4 different shoes, and these shoes need to be different because we're going to use them for our lesson. Now I'm going to show you my 4 shoes, and we're going to start talking about how we can use these shoes to make a fraction. So let's get started. So these are my 4 pairs of shoes. I have a boot right here with some studs on it, and it's a white boot. I have some Vans right here. They're black and white. I have a sandal that's black, has black straps. And then I have a boot that's black. Now, these are my 4 shoes. Now, how many shoes have laces? I want you to pause the video if you need to and say the answer out loud, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. So, only one of these shoes have laces. My Vans are the only shoe that has laces. So 1 shoe out of all 4 of the shoes have laces. Because remember, we have 4 shoes. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 shoes, and we only have 1 shoe that has laces. So 1 out of 4 shoes has laces. Now, how many shoes have the color white in the shoe? So, before you answer that question, pause the video and answer it. Then press play when you are ready. Now, my boot has white all over. So, we have this shoe, and then my Vans have white right here. These shoes don't have white, and these shoes don't have white. So we just have these 2 pairs of shoes that have white, and those 2 do not. Now, remember, we have 4 shoes in total. 2 out of the 4 shoes have the color white. So we would say 2 out of the 4 shoes have the color white. Now I'm going to show you how to write this on our dry erase board. First, you're going to start with a horizontal line. And then on the top, we're going to put, well, first, let's start on the bottom. On the bottom, we're going to put how many shoes we have. So let's look at our shoes to see how many shoes we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So for my fraction, I'm going to write the 4 on the bottom. Now on the bottom, we always write the total amount of objects or shoes that we have. So it's 4. Now, this bottom number is also called a denominator. And I'm going to write that right here. So that is another name for that number that's on the bottom. Now, on the top, we're going to write how many shoes have white. Now, as we reviewed earlier, only 2 out of 4 shoes have white. So we have these 2 shoes, my boot and my Vans, that have white in the shoe. So 2 out of 4 have white. Since we're working with that type of fraction, we would put a 2 on the top. So this says 2 out of 4, or 2/4. And the number up top is called the numerator. This fraction says 2 shoes out of 4 have white in them. Let's do this again with another example. So I have my 4 shoes here again. How many of the shoes have black in them? Now let's see. This is not black, so let's just move it back. So we have the boots, the black boot, the Vans, and the sandals. Then we're just gonna put that white boot back there. Now, we still have 4 shoes, but only 3 of them have black. So let's count if it's 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 4 shoes have black. Now we need to turn that into fraction form. So let's look at our dry erase board again. So remember, the number on the bottom is always called the denominator. Now the number on the bottom is always going to be the total of objects or shoes that we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shoes. So we're going to put that on the bottom. Remember, this number is called our denominator. And then on top, we're going to write the number that's the numerator. Now remember, we're trying to turn this math problem about shoes into a fraction. So 3 out of 4 shoes have the color black. So since only 3 out of 4 shoes have the color black, we're going to put that 3. So this says 3/4 or 3 out of 4. So this is the fraction form of our shoe math problem. Now that is all for today's lesson. Make sure to practice this at home with your own shoes. Thank you for listening.